Well, on that note, thank you for continuing to chime in.
Yes.
Let's talk about some messages sent all over social media yesterday. So this broke yesterday, right? The fact that we know, and we're going to talk about a Kardashian. I know a lot of you go, oh my God, why do you care? They're not news. But this is going to spark a bigger conversation,
absolutely,
a bigger question for everyone to answer. So we know, just to give you the storyline here, Khloe Kardashian, she starts dating Tristan Thompson, right? He's a basketball player. He's 27 years old. She's 33 years old. So they start dating when Tristan had a pregnant girlfriend.
Yes.
So his girlfriend was pregnant. Yes. They broke up. Khloe, a lot of people say, is the reason for that breakup. They start dating. That baby, his original baby, is 15 months old. Khloe is 9 months. So now she's getting ready to deliver the baby. And then, boom, news comes out that Tristan, once again, I wouldn't say once again, cheated on Khloe Kardashian, and there is video proof out there. So these aren't just allegations at this point. We are seeing it, and people are saying, well, this is karma, Khloe. You did this essentially to his last girl. And it was when Khloe was 3 months pregnant, he was seen cheating, so she's known about his scandalous ways.
Correct.
So supposedly, like, she is on the brink of having this child, and he's in New York City traveling with the team, had a 3-day excursion with this chick. They see her coming in and out of his place, so on and so forth. So Khloe goes into labor. They're saying a lot of this was sparked because in Cleveland. She's in Cleveland because he moved everything there, right?
She
Not
totally
even with
relocated.
her family.
Chris had to fly to her. Sorry, I'm just very
Kim, Chris, Kim, Courtney, and Malika, who's Khloe's best friend, oftentimes stay on the show, all flew over to help, to be by Khloe's side while she's having this baby yesterday, delivers the baby. So we know that she has a baby girl. Baby girl. Okay, new baby girl in the family. Okay. Tristan, everyone was saying, wait, all of this came out on the same day she has the child. Is Tristan going to be allowed in the labor and delivery room? Yes, he was.
I can't.
He's allowed in the room. Okay,
and
he was there, and then I hear that he left after baby was born. He left, and the girl stayed by her side, and she is trying to get back, according to sources, trying to get back to Los Angeles to be with her family, and who knows what's going to happen. A lot of people are saying that Khloe is so over the moon excited about having this baby that she has already pretty much forgave Tristan. That doesn't mean that they're going to get back together. Okay, so there's their woes here.
That's the background.
But let's talk about if you were in Khloe's position and you were getting ready to literally deliver your child.
Hold me back, Megan.
And your man done cheated on you. You
Done
found
cheated.
out and while you're on that labor and delivery bed pretty much. Would you allow him into that labor and delivery room?
Okay, not the state, not the hospital. What? Excuse me? No.
You would not
you
let
disrespected me.
Former man.
You disrespected
he's not your
me
husband.
and the child
He's your
that I'm
boyfriend.
having with you. You decided to inconvenience my life so much. I moved to a whole different state for you. My family had to come to me exactly to support your career. And this isn't the first time you've cheated on me. First of all, I would have ended it there. But it's now the second time you've cheated on me. We have video proof of it. And you think that you're going to be in this important moment in my life?
Maybe they have an understanding.
No.
You think maybe it's a bit of an
You
open
think that
relationship?
Khloe would have an open relationship after Lamar?
I think Khloe.
No
Think
way.
about everything that happened
Khloe
with
is
Lamar.
the long-suffering Kardashian.
Correct.
She wanted to have
And I think she wanted
so
that
bad.
baby,
I'm
and
on
I
Team
think she
Khloe.
would have had it with him even if it was a somewhat open relationship.
But let's go back to the question, would you allow the man into the room?
Yeah, because the labor is not about you, the labor is about the baby.
Right, and that baby was disrespected by her
No,
father.
the baby wasn't disrespected, the mother was disrespected.
Oh my God, and as an extension of the mother, that child
Yeah,
was
but the relationship
disrespected.
with the mother is different from the relationship with the child. And you have to
so
separate
here's what
the
I have
two.
to say about that. If a father is disrespectful to a mother, that is the first man that a girl loves in her life.
Yes.
And so that disrespect is felt on the child as well.
Well,
and there's no separating that.
I would disagree with that because the thing is she picked him. She knew his history before she picked him.
Okay.
So all of a sudden she's with him. He's not going to be Don Juan. He's not going to be perfect. He's going to come with whatever he comes with. If he cheats on her, and she's still going to have that baby, his relationship with that child is completely separate from her. Now, I don't think that he's a great guy, but he could be a great father and be a horrible mate.
But then he's not a good father because he's not setting a good example for what a good father should be like.
Well,
what
it depends
a good
what you
husband should be
consider.
I think we've idealized fathers these days.
Idealizing them by hoping that they're both a good partner and a good role model?
I think as long as he's a good father and he shows up and he's active in the child's life, I think that's completely separate from Khloe.
Okay, I have to step in here. I have to step in here. So I get where you're coming from. And I get you saying, I'm angry in that moment. I am PO'd, right? Oh, how dare you. I literally want to, I can't believe you embarrassed me. You did all of this. On the same hand, I want you. I need you to be present in my child's life because statistics show that a baby that has issues with their father, daddy issues, will grow up and oftentimes go down the wrong route.
Especially
I do not want that for my child. You better get used to this. Is something that came from Kirsten yesterday. She said, you better get used to having him in the room next to you because you have 18 more years that you gotta make it okay. 18 years until we're talking about it's legal. So I would have to swallow my pride.
Yeah, and let him in there.
I would have to swallow my pride. And I don't know if he'd be in the labor and delivery.
Guys, what
I don't
are you
know.
saying about this?
But
He didn't have to be in the labor. He could have been there
Because what
after.
happens, well, yeah, you don't have to be in the room per se, but what in the hospital meeting your child on day one, because what happens, when the kid starts understanding what their dad's role is in their life, at 10 years old, they go, wait, dad wasn't there the day I was born?
Dad cheated on mom.
Yeah, but that's not the kid's problem. That's not, you cannot bring your, that's
absolutely is the kid's problem.
No, it's not.
So you clearly haven't been in that situation then, because I'm serious, this is real life. If your father does something inappropriate, it will absolutely affect you for the rest of your life. And so if you're going to invite that man to stay in your life, that child will forever be affected and will forever have an image of what a man is like in his mother's life or her mother's life.
I don't think so, because you don't know. You don't know if I've been in that situation or not.
No, I'm saying you must not have been.
Okay, so you don't know all the facts. So if in the case that, say I have been, and I'm glad I have a relationship with my father. I don't look at my father any differently for the way in which anything was treated. And I'm not saying if this has or has not happened, but if there would have been some separation early on, then I think that would have created issues between me and my father, something that a relationship I cherish so much. So thank you to the strong women who have been able to swallow their pride and say, you don't have to love him, Mom. You don't have to like him. And he doesn't have to be the best human being in the world. No person is. You can hate him with your guts, but that is my father.
And that's also his parental right. I think it's his parental right to be there.
That's what a lot of people are saying in the comments too. That you can't legally keep a father away from a child.
And if he wants to be there, amen to him for wanting to be there.
You could be a smoker, you could be a drug addict, and you can know how terrible that is, and never want anybody else to know about that. And you can preach how bad that is, and still be that user.
Yeah.
And still be that person.
And that person doesn't need to be in my child's life.
But keep in mind, he's going to be growing. He could be a horrible, Tristan. He could be a jerk now because he cheated on her so quick to her giving labor. And 5 years from now, he could have worked all that out and be a great person.
For somebody else.
Well, maybe for someone else, but that will always be his child. Khloe is an optional. She didn't marry him. He didn't marry her. I think she knew what she was getting into. I think it's unfortunate that it happened that way, especially so publicized, because I think she's always been the long-suffering Kardashian.
Yeah, sure.
But if he wants to be a part of that child's life, I think that's wonderful. She's got to give him as much access as he wants.
Right. For the parent to be there in the kid's life. So people were commenting on his last Instagram post. So people go, okay, we have something to say to Tristan because we're so mad for Khloe. So they go to his Instagram post. His last post was him. It's basically a sunglasses ad. It's him posing, saying, oh, shout out. And all these people are coming through and saying kind of interesting comments here. So I hope you hit your toe on a corner table. People came with the dumbest shit. I hope you get drafted to the same team as Chris Humphries. Oh,
isn't he
Chris Humphries, the former husband to Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, she used that.
Someone said, I hope nobody hears you every time you tell a joke. I hope nobody hears you every time you tell a joke, but then your buddy repeats it a little louder and everyone laughs.
Did you see that one?
I hope every time you want Chick-fil-A, it's on a Sunday.
That's the worst though. We're going to go and you remember it Sunday.
More times than
Wait, listen to this one. I hope when you go to McDonald's to order a 10-piece chicken nugget, they give you 9.
This is petty, and I actually love it.
Where's the vitriol for him when he left the first woman for Khloe?
And so that
was different.
But
Jordan is the girl's name.
Yeah.
Jordan's the girl's name, and according to different sources, she came out and said that, she's a lifestyle blogger, so she's all about you know what, I don't wish this upon anyone. Best of luck. I'm sorry this had to happen to you.
Yeah.
The woman who he cheated on, cheated on Khloe with, his name is Lonnie. I don't think she's come out and said anything yet. People are calling her a Kardashian lookalike.
Okay, here we go. Kimberly Morgan says, I didn't have a dad. My dad tried saying I was his brother's baby. His family didn't want anything to do with me, but I didn't grow up with the daddy issues. I think there are so many people that grow up in this country without a father, and that creates two different silos, we'll call them. The first one are people who decide, you know what? I see what that man did or didn't do in my life, and I'm going to be this amazing person because of it. And then you have the people that are siloed and negatively affected by it.
Sure, it depends on the person.
Yeah.
It absolutely depends on the person.
There is an impact,
but there absolutely is an impact.
Yeah.
But as a mother, you need to decide what kind of message you want to send to your child.
Well, see,
Well,
for
she
Kimberly,
decided that when she got pregnant.
that she chose him to be the father.
Oh, you know what somebody said in
but
here?
Kimberly is saying that the father had done something overtly to her, had tried to say that she was a different person. So Tristan, in this case, hasn't, to your point, done anything specifically to the baby. If he didn't want to be there in a labor delivery room, if he said, no, you have a baby, I'm going to leave you, then I can see why Khloe wouldn't go searching for Tristan to say, be in my child's life. But if he wants to show up, if the dad wants to be in the kid's life,
please let him be there.
Please let him be there. That's my takeaway.
I think that he can absolutely be there, just like maybe the next day.
Now,
because if you're going to ruin that experience,
I don't even know if
I'm going to be petty, and you're just not going to be there. And
that's fine, and that's your choice.
And you know what? Because guess what? That baby has absolutely no. I wouldn't have cared either way if my father or who was in the delivery room. I came there, and my dad took the best care of me. He was the one that braided my hair. He would let me paint his nails.
Yeah,
we have the best relationship. But at the same time, let that man do something crazy to my mom. It's a wrap.
I don't know.
Good for you. I mean,
that's going to happen with Beyonce and Solange. Remember when the dad and the mom broke up? It totally impacted the daughter's relationship with the father, Matthew.
And differently.
Yes. So, daughters tend to be very, loyal when it comes to their mom, but you can't.
Oh my God, this is so good. David Wong.
What do you say?
David Wong, I love you for this. For a while, I was hoping Bruce, now, what's her name? Caitlyn Jenner, and Khloe were going to do a spin-off from the Kardashians called Oh my God, are we really related to these people? I love you for this. And somebody else chimed in and said that Kris was the one that ruined the whole situation by not raising her children to understand that they need a strong man in their lives, because this person is saying that all of the people have picked bad men to be with.
I don't think Kanye is a bad dad. I don't think
he's an amazing dad.
I think Kanye's an amazing dad. I think he's been loyal to Kim. Yeah. He may be off as an artist in some people's eyes. I think he's a creative genius. He's a little off as someone
ever since he lost his mom, he went a little.
It was Heather Frankel.
Yeah, I think. And so far, according to Kylie's relationship, dad's been present in her life. These are all stars dating stars.
Yeah.
And they're all, we don't know the ins and outs. Sure, we think we know the ins and outs.
Yeah, we just know the reality television
because of the
story.
show.
But we do have a pretty, based just on how the election went, you would say maybe our country is leaning more conservative right now. And if that's the case, you would think that they would be against the Kardashians because the majority of them have had children out of wedlock. So maybe that's where these comments are being fueled from. Exactly.
Yeah.
And just to your point, I know we have to wrap this up. You said that we're idealizing fathers. And I think that if we don't hold mothers and fathers...
I used to believe in Cliff Huxtable.
But
ever since Bill Cosby, I now know that we've idealized what men are and who fathers are.
There are men like that. My grandfather, I think he hangs the moon. Like,
I have a grandfather that I think hangs the moon too, but I don't think he was perfect. In my eyes, he was perfect, but I'm sure that my grandmother and my mom might say, well, yeah, he probably wasn't as perfect as you think. But when I think of my grandfather, there's no higher person I think of.
Amen.
But I do believe that men and women, we all have some slight flaws. We wouldn't be here.
Yeah, you wouldn't know about sometimes, even until years later, if ever.
I hope Tristan and Khloe figure it out.
Yeah, because it is their relationship.
Yeah, you hope to see him with both his children and both his baby mamas.
Trying to figure it out. And here's Kirsten now.
Right.
Yeah. No.
All right, everyone. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more stories just like this one, all you got to do is hit subscribe.